As Zaan's #1 dad, Silco uses the power of Shimmer to enhance allies, taking control over the battlefield. Watch out however, as the use of Shimmer comes with its drawbacks. Silco's ability, Unstable Concussion, injects an unstable concussion into one of his lowest health allies, granting them a decent maximum health boost, massive bonus attack speed, and immunity to crowd control for 8 seconds. When this concussion wears off, they die however, dealing a bunch of magic damage to nearby enemies. It should be noted that Silco can target himself, and that the only thing that scales here is the magic damage after that. Silco's traits are Mastermind and Scholar. Mastermind is a new unique trait to Silco, giving 2 units directly in front of him a portion of their maximum mana. It should be noted that your average round lasts around 30 seconds, excluding overtime. Silco will kill your targeted ally within 8 seconds, so watch out when you build a mana heavy build. Silco might kill your team quicker than your opponent does if you give him the wrong items. An exception to this is teams that intend on ending the fight in about 8 seconds. Assassins and challengers stand out here. Even though he primarily gives attack speed and health, the crowd control immunity is not to laugh at. 8 seconds of total crowd control immunity is huge, especially later in the match when everyone has stuns. For items, it honestly depends on what your goal is with Silco. Mana items like Spear of Shojin or Blue Buff sound great, but if your team doesn't finish the fight in about 10 seconds, you will end up destroying your own team and throwing away the game. Quicksilver is almost always a must on Silco, as it makes him immune to crowd control for the first 15 seconds, freely allowing him to cast his abilities on allies that then, in turn, also become immune to crowd control effects. As I mentioned earlier, the only thing he scales with is ability power on the explosion after a unit dies. Building ability power on him isn't recommended, neither is attack damage, as he is a support. Other great items for him are tank items so he doesn't get one-shot by enemy damage dealers like assassins, or support items like Zephyr. Since he doesn't really rely on items himself, he can hold items that your team needs. The Mastermind trait has synergy with almost any unit in the game, who doesn't like free mana. Of course, the more maximum mana a unit has, the more he gives to them. Make sure that you have 2 units in your team that can benefit from this trait if you use Silco. Furthermore, he is a Scholar. Having at least one other Scholar in your team is advised. Besides that, he gives crowd control immunity to other champions. It's silly to combine him with carries that already use Quicksilver, since you are virtually wasting an item slot in those situations. Considering Silco puts a timer on your units, you want units that can deal damage fast. In a perfect situation, a team that heavily benefits from their attack speed, like snipers, assassins or challengers. If you enjoyed this TFT Champion Spotlight, make sure to subscribe to the channel, as I plan on making one for every new addition to the new 6.5 TFT patch, Neon Knights.